Ladies and gentlemen, please show your attention towards the Seahawks Abbey as number 1 for the boys and girls level new board. Tonight is the Commonwealth to support the Salve Regina Seahawks. The boys and girls club are pledging to follow the law of the potential as productive, caring, and responsible citizens. They truly do an amazing job and we are happy to support their efforts. Now, we please ask both the captains from the teams to take place in the ceremony of face-off. And now, for your tonight's starting lineups. First for Nichols. Number 6 from Northport, New York, at defense, Senior Roach. Number 14 from Westgate, New York, at forward, Nick Foster. Number 8 from Wheeling, Pennsylvania, at forward, Matthew Menta. A junior, number 26 from Massapequa Park, New York, at forward, Nicholas Domingo. Freshman, number 1 from Edmonton, Alberta, Brett Beck. He's assisted by Joel
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Abbey here in Portsmouth, Rhode Island, where the Salve Regina University Seahawks will be taking on the Bison of Nichols College in a Commonwealth Coast Conference hockey matchup. Hello again, and welcome. I am Andrew Pizzelli, bringing you the call here tonight. The Seahawks 7-1-1 on the season, 5-1-1 in the CCC, currently looking up at the top-seeded Bison right now. On top of the CCC, they are 6-3-0 on the season overall, 6-1-0 in conference play, and these two teams very, very familiar with one another. They met 4 times last season. The Seahawks swept the regular season meetings. The Bison came into this building and knocked off the Seahawks in the CCC semifinals, and then the Seahawks got the last laugh, though. In the NCAA tournament, the Seahawks were the higher seed. They got a bye. They hosted the Bison at Boss Arena at URI, defeated them 4-3 to advance to Lake Placid in a Frozen Four, and I'm sure the Bison have had that on their minds since March and looking for a little revenge here tonight and a chance to really solidify themselves on top of the conference. In net for the Bison, it will be the freshman Brett Epp. 112 saves on the season, 88 save percentage, 2.85 goals against, and a 3-2 record. Meanwhile, in between the pipes, for Salve Regina, the senior netminder Blake Wotala, Seahawks career leader and wins, shutout saves, you name it, he's got the record. And that'll be the goaltending matchup here tonight. Puck out to center, Budasov gathers with speed, sauces it across for Brent Hill, and his drive goes wide. Send it now. Wrists it into the right wing corner. Hill trying to keep it alive. Back to Budasov at center. His backhanded pass is deflected. Budasov runs over a man, and now coming down the middle, it's Matt Menta. There's a pass across to the right side for a shot from Nicholas Mango, and it's held by Wotala. Bison will get an offensive zone draw here. Right side, Crivello will take it against Schmidbauer. A little late coming off the bench. And Kidney is going to have to jump in and take this one, and it's won by the Bison. Back to the point for a shot that's deflected and can be taken by the Seahawks. That was Ian Spencer with that chance. Back up the right side now. Onside shot towards the net. Epp makes the save. Rebound hops to McLean in the left wing corner. And then McLean runs over man to keep the puck alive. Wraparound chance denied by Schmidbauer on the doorstep. McLean to keep it alive in the corner. Softly back to Schmidbauer. Up to Kidney. His one-timer fluttering towards the net is blocked. Knocked away by Evan Nias. Kept alive at the blue line. Carabia sends it in the right wing corner. Kidney at the circle in the corner. Double team, finds Schmidbauer behind the net, tries to center it out in front. McLean couldn't get his stick on it, and the Bison will clear back to center, giving away to Sear. Near side now, Carabia will snap it around the board. Seahawks in the midst of a change. Hogan Davidson will hold behind the net. Cross ice pass, deflected, knocked away at center. Lippa can't gather it in stride. Poked forward by Nias. Up the right side towards the net. Puck loose in the corner. Lippa will control for Salve, moves it across to Edward Herka. Trying to test the left side. Seahawks can't clear it now. Lippa able to angle it out to center. Lippa trying to steer it forward. Caught up with Davidson. The two of them tied up. Puck in the Bison zone and sent softly into the right wing corner. Lippa will chase against Lucas Anderson. And he hits him hard to the boards. McLean with a hit down low as well. Bison look to counter while the Seahawks are in the midst of the physical play. And the Bison with a either offside or a delayed penalty here. The arm is up. This is going to be offside. I don't think anybody on the Bison squad could hear the offside call. And so this will be a neutral zone draw just outside of the Seahawks zone, right side. Daniel Asenza will take it against Carangelo, and it's won by the Bison. Spencer dropped it on back to Evan Nias. Up to center, poked ahead by Asenza. Now down the left side, Asenza trying to duck the shoulder on Renda. Picks up the puck behind the net. Looks to hand off. Puck along the left side boards, hopped in the air. Kept alive at the blue line. 4-person scrum over there. And the puck will roll underneath Noah Pondexter, and the Bison will have to reset. Nias Left side to Pondexter. Over the blue line, trying to snap it towards the net, and his shot's blocked. Patry in the corner, trying to get away from Pondexter. Tripped up. Kept alive at the blue line. Nias trying to feather it in deep. And the Seahawks can't clear it. Fanning there was Patry, whose stick was broken as he went to go make that pass. Ben Campbell over the line, snaps it wide of the net. Behind the cage, Dillon will grab it for Salve. Up to Carangelo. Make that Brent Hill, trying to duck around a man, cannot. Kept alive at the blue line in the middle. Menta off to Mangone, and his shot is blocked. Bison keep it alive. Up to Campbell. His one-timer wide of the net. And Wotala. Budasov chips it with the backhand out to center, but they're going to say that it chipped off the protective netting that hangs a couple of inches over the glass on that side. So it will be a face-off in neutral ice, it would seem. And they're going to bring it into the Seahawks zone. Left wing side. Off to the right of Blake Wotala. Schmidbauer will take the draw here against Crivello. And it's won by the Bison. Campbell with a drive that's deflected and blocked. Right side, it's grabbed by Kidney. He looks to dart up the ice. Kidney near side steers it in with one hand. Behind the net, Campbell chased by McLean. Lost the puck, centering pass, knocked away. Carabia in the slot with a shot that's blocked. And there's a Seahawk down in front. That's Kidney, who I think got in the way of that shot. Left side, sends with a shot that's saved by Wotala as the Bison look to counter. McLean can't clear the zone. Sear now backtracking across to Carabia. Carabia banks it off the glass. Schmidbauer gains the line and will chip it in deep. McLean 1-on-2 behind the net trying to get to it. Racing the other way now is Lucas Anderson. Hogan Davidson saucers it up the ice. Carried into the zone left side by Peter Miko. Centers it in front. Wide of Justin Perron, who was crashing the net. Back comes Lippa. Hands off to Colin Clapton. Clapton over the line, straight away up top, now to the face-off circle right side. Drops off to the point. Herka across to Claire. Pitching with a shot that's feathered wide of the pipe. Herka to keep it alive at the right point. Steers it into the corner. Fielded there by Frank Zach. And he looks to skate it out for the Bison and does. Clapton had it roll off his stick. Davidson nearly had a chance down the middle. Now left off for a shot that's blocked into the corner. Miko had it blocked. Bison to keep it alive. Clapton challenging right side. Knocks the stick right out of the hands of Justin Perron. And a shot from the point is deflected high and up and out of play. 14:57 to go in the first period. No score. Chances even so far here in the first period. And just one official shot on goal. And it belongs to the Bison. Both these teams eating a lot of pucks here early and getting a lot of deflections. Perron will take the draw against Lippa. Offensive zone draw for the Bison. Actually make this Carangelo here on the draw for Salve. And the Bison win the faceoff. They've won a lot of faceoffs here. Shot from Spencer goes wide. Davidson to keep it alive. Softly into the corner. Trying to dig it out is Peter Miko. Puck comes free up the near side boards. Kyle Moore will find it. Moves it out to center. Patry across to Dillon. He carries over the line. Dillon left off of the trailer. Renda racing in. In behind the net now. Renda up to the point to Dillon. Saucers it across. Moore snaps it towards the net. Carangelo trying to tip it. And it's blocked and taken by Evan Nias. Out to center. Miko steers it towards the net. Wotala angles it off the end glass to Renda. Carangelo chips it forward. It goes off the official. Taken out by Patry, who feathers it in behind the net. Brett Epp, whose name we haven't had to call really yet, sends it around the boards, up the ice. This could be icing, and it is. Seahawks will get an offensive zone draw with 13:58 to go in the first period. Seahawks with the offensive draw, left wing side. Budasov on the draw and a whistle as the puck was dropped. And I think Budasov's going to get tossed here. He will. Sennett will have to come in and take the draw against Asenza. One back to Carabia. His shot on the net, and Epp will hold on, squeezing the pads. And that puck through a maze of players on its way to the cage. Budasov will draw once again for the Seahawks. No changes. This time it will be Matt Menta to take it against Budasov. Puck behind the net. Right wing side in the corner. Bison with it momentarily. It's sent down the ice, and this could be icing again. A foot race here. Carabia trying to win it, and they wave it off. The last second, they're going to say Mangone would have got there. Sent it up to Hill. Sends it into the corner. Budasov snaps it on the goal, and it goes behind the net. Centering pass knocked away. And we have a delayed penalty here. Which way is it going? It's a tripping call. And it looks like it's going to be on the Bison. And they're escorting Matthew Menta to the box. Seahawks on the power play this season, 12 of 46, 26%. 30 of 34 on the kill are the Bison, 88%. And the first real big opportunity here for the Seahawks. 13:20 to go in the first period. 2 minutes up on the board for the man advantage. Puck snapped around the boards, but not out. Sear up top. Left side, McLean. Behind the net, Ruzioni. Left side. Back to McLean, top of the circle, left side. Up top to Sear. Fakes the drive. Across now. Back to McLean with a shot, and it's saved by Epp. Good job by Brett Epp. Tracking the side-to-side motion there by the Seahawks. A couple of great looks there on the power play. Good movement. Schmidbauer now will take the draw against Hogan Davidson. And when these two teams meet each other, it's always a heavyweight fight. First opportunity here for the Seahawks to throw a haymaker. Schmidbauer up top to Sear. Left side McLean, top of the left wing circle. Hands off to Ruzioni in deep. Back to McLean. Sear straight away. Snaps it right side. Dillon waiting. Faking up to Sear. Paddled across to McLean. Finds it in the skates. Down to Ruzioni in the corner. Now challenge. He'll walk it up the boards. Softly to McLean. Trying to snap it towards the net, and it's blocked by Davidson, who's down. McLean pitching him with a shot. Saved by Epp, and the rebound is going to corral all the way back down to the Seahawks zone. And Davidson really struggling on one knee, pushing his way towards the ice. Towards the bench, excuse me. Back come the Seahawks. Puck steered forward, and this is going to be a shorthanded chance here for Mangone. Waiting, trying to saucer it towards the net. Had a Senza crashing. Mangone now will pin it to the boards in the corner. Renda and Sennett over there with 38 seconds to go on the power play. It's worked free to Asenza, who sends it all the way back down to the Bison zone. And Hill will track it down behind the net. Out is Epp. Seahawks corral it up to the point. Sennett will settle it down. 24 seconds to go on the power play. Across left side for a shot that's saved. Loose in the blue paint. And it looked like the net was off its moorings for a minute. Here's Kidney trying to paddle it right side. Renda's one-timer blocked in front. And then the Bison get it clear. And we get a whistle here back down the other end of the ice. And Brett Epp has his helmet off. In that sequence there, it looked like the net had rocked off its moorings. I guess it just went right back onto the pegs. Ten seconds to go on the power play. And there's going to be a face-off here back just outside of the Seahawks zone. Budasov will take it. Seahawks win it. And they're not going to get another rush up the ice. 4 seconds left. Carried in on the right side now by Hill. And we're back to even strength. So the Bison kill off the first big chance of the game. Out of the box is Menta. Virgili lays a hit in the corner. Pass sent in front. Knocked away, and now here comes the speedy Sennett. Gathers it in the skates over the line right side. Sennett has Leighton going to the net, and his shot is saved by Epp. Leighton, right side, up to Clare. Snaps it towards the goal, wide, off the end glass, and grabbed by the Bison. Chipped down the ice by TJ Roche. This should be an icing call, and it is. Tilt down just a little bit. Always want to the other way. Like tilt it down, meaning like basically kind of keep it always like maybe right about there. Just because the bar is going to be right at the top there. Offensive zone draw for the Seahawks, won by the Bison. And they can't clear it out to center just yet. Kept alive by Lippa down low. Aruzioni faking his way right side now. Moves it up top to Sear. Waiting. His one-timer. Saved by Epp. And then the rebound kind of hopping around in the pads. He wasn't sure where it was. And I think it's caught in the blocker. 10.5 minutes to go in the first period. We are scoreless here between Salve Regina and Nichols. Offensive zone draw won by the Seahawks. Back to Sear. Bison flash a double team there. Carabia sends it towards the net looking for a tip from Clapton. And it goes wide. Aruzioni pressuring right side, forces a turnover, chips it off the glass. Clapton behind the net. Banks it off the glass, up to Carabia at the point, sends it towards the goal, saved by Epp, and then the rebound is punched wide into the left wing corner. Scooped off the glass, but not out, and now skated out by Ian Spencer. Puck right in front of the Seahawks bench, angled out to center. Clapton trying to carry it in, runs into Peter Miko. Seahawks saucer it back to Vincenzo Renda. Renda looking to headman it up the near side. Plays it off the glass. McLean. Top of the circle left side. Takes it into the corner. Up to Renda. Across to Dillon. Dillon trying to send it towards the net, and it's deflected high. And out of play. That was Noah Pondexter getting his stick on that shot. Seahawks will draw in the offensive zone with 9:28 to go in the first period. No score. It'll be Carangelo right side to take it against Asenza. And Asenza wins it for the Bison. Around the boards near side. Puck steered out to center. Carried now by Pondexter, and Patry shoulders him into the bench. Puck trapped against the boards, right wing corner in the Seahawks zone. Carangelo lays wood in the corner. Pondexter battling in deep to keep it alive. Behind the net, Asenza spinning into the right wing corner. Up to Spencer. His shot towards the net, deflected off a skate. Loose in the slot, found by Carangelo. Out to Kyle Moore, trying to swat it forward, and he does so. Kept alive in behind the net. Kyle Moore. Patry trying to chase after it. And Evan Nias is without a stick and a glove, able to move it with the skates to Asenza. And then a big hit on the far side. Meanwhile, Valaquette carries it in. And we have a whistle here, and we're going to get a penalty, an elbowing call. So the Seahawks like the big hit, but it's going to cost them. Schmidbauer to the box, and now power play time for the Bison, who are 8 for 42, 19% on the power play so far this season. Seahawks 48 of 57, 84% on the kill. $8:36 to go in the first period. Face-off. Won by the Bison, but jumping in was Budasov, and he's able to swat it back down the ice. Seahawks do have a number of shorthanded goals this season, 5 of them to be exact. Bison look to set up the rush. Curtis Carlson snapped it across the ice to Crivello. Layton shoves him to the boards. Puck behind the net. Around the boards right side. Menta to keep it alive. Plays it with a backhand into the corner. Bison try to get organized here on the power play. Herka trying to pin it to the glass. Grabbed by the Bison up to Menta at the right point. Will skate it straight away. Hand off to Crivello. Pinching in. Left side now. Across for a shot that's blocked, and the rebound hops right back to Lucas Anderson. He sends it behind the net, around the boards right side. Menta able to get there in time to keep it alive, and then it's sent down the ice by Budasov. A minute to go on the power play for Nichols. 7.5 to go in the first period. Ian Spencer. Cross-ice pass deflected by Clapton, and Clapton comes up with the loose puck. Walks it over the line right side. Puts on the brakes in the corner, trying to find the puck in his skates. And it's grabbed by Ben Campbell, who will skate behind the freshman Brett Epp. And now headman the rush. Snaps it up the near side. Philip Virgili trying to duck around Kevin Clare. Into the right wing corner, trying to find Davidson on the left side. Puck hopping out to the point. Spencer to keep it alive. Davidson in deep, off to the side of the net, left side. Fake, trying to go for the wraparound. Loose in front, and then flicked into the near side corner. Seahawks can't clear it, though. 16 seconds to go on the power play. Kevin Clare comes up with the loose puck. Banks it off the glass, but not out. Kept alive by Spencer. Up top to Campbell now, right side. Back to Spencer. Straight away up top. Waiting, plays it right side to Virgili. All the way across. About to be back to even strength. Campbell up top. Schmidbauer out of the box as the puck is played in behind the net. Wide of Davidson. And the Seahawks have killed off the penalty. Budasov able to poke it out to center. Carried in back by Davidson. He gets tangled up with Kevin Clare. Puck in the corner now. Right side free to be taken. Centered out in front. Budasov will grab it. Snap it forward. Deflected to Nias. Davidson again will take it over the line left side for the Bison. Pulls up left side for a shot. And that one goes wide off the stick of Justin Perron. Back out in front again, trying to connect with Nate Foster. The Bison will regroup, and backtracking now is TJ Roach. Chased by Sennett. And chasing him all the way into the corner. And leaving it behind the net now for Evan Nias. 5:49 to go in the first period. No score. Both teams have had a chance on the power play. Left side, Roach over the line, but the Bison are offsides. Menta couldn't hold up there on the near side. Clock stops with 5:39 to go in the first period. Offensive zone draw for the Bison, neutral zone draw just outside of the Seahawks zone left side. Menta was going to take it against Schmidbauer, but now McLean is going to jump in and take the face-off, and it's won by the Bison. And they've definitely had the edge so far here in face-off wins. Anderson snaking his way, moves it left side. Nate Foster over the line, tied up, lost the puck. McLean looking for an outlet, carried over the line by Kidney. And then the Seahawks have to get back to center ice. They're offside. Man going along the near side, sends it end over end into the corner. Takes a hit from Schmidbauer that he doesn't like. And I'm sure he'll remember that. Now Mangone picks it off, but has to dance back to center as the Bison are offside. Here comes Menta now down the right side, trying to send it across to Mangone. Gathers it off the far wall. Softly plays it in behind the net. Menta met by Renda. Mangone pinching in. McLean comes free with the puck, sends it across to Dillon. Dillon now accelerating his way through center over the line, snaps it on the goal, and it's held easily by Brett Epp. With 4:44 to go in the first period, no score. Offensive zone draw for Salve. Carangelo will take it against Vincent Crivello. And the Bison have won a lot of faceoffs here, and they win another. Tie up, though, behind the net. Seahawks doing a good job. Even though the Bison have won a lot of these faceoffs, they've done a good job of battling after the fact. And now some extracurricular action in front of the net. Linesmen jump in quickly to separate the parties. I wouldn't say there's bad blood between these teams, but there's a healthy amount of competition. Shot towards the net, blocked by Brett Epp. Right off the draw. Bison collect the rebound. Now, there's a good amount of chippiness that both of these teams shows. A lot of respect. Anderson offside. And the Seahawks don't like the late shot towards the goal. And 4 Seahawks come to greet Anderson in the corner. And that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Is there's going to be a lot of that between these two teams. It wasn't a hard shot from Anderson. It was a wrister. And I'm sure the Seahawks will make a note of that one. We'll see if anything happens later on in the game. And Lucas Anderson is getting a warning from the official. We draw at center ice, Clapton and Crivello, and the Seahawks win it. Back to Sear, now Carabia. Snaps it up the ice, deflects off the skate of Anderson, carried out by Lippa with a wrist shot save made by Epp, and the rebound gobbled up by Aruzioni in the corner. Spinning back to the outside, Aruzioni angles his way to the point, looking to square up the net. Aruzioni fakes across to Carabia. His drive blocked, loose in the middle paint, backhand score! Lippa doing the dirty work down deep, puts the Seahawks in the lead. Seahawks had a couple of chances there and just good hard work by Lippa in front. His third of the season. We'll get a look at the replay here. It was a great job by Aruzioni keeping this whole play alive, dancing his way up top. Carabia's initial shot blocked, and then Lippa there to chip it over Brett Epp. And the Seahawks jump on top 1-0. 3:43 to go now in the first period. Sennett nearly had a steal along the near side. Puck out to center. Roach tangled up right in front of the bench with Budasov. Players still battling, and the puck hops back to the Bison zone. Asenza will walk behind the net. Carrying it out in front now. Asenza trying to go right down the middle. And Asenza able to accelerate forward. Seahawks want the offsides call. They don't get it. Puck comes away to Dillon now. Dillon now dashing up the right side. Hands off to Hill. His one-time shot deflected out of play. .3:01 to go in the first period. 1-0 Salve Regina with the lead. Schmidbauer will take the draw offensively for Salve. And it's won by the Bison. Puck loose at center. Flipped end over end into the Seahawks zone. Herka finds it in the corner, moves it up the boards to Kidney. Looking to stash it for Schmidbauer instead. Played back in deep, spun towards the net by Peter Miko. In the corner, Justin Perron. Out high now it comes to Nias. He snaps it to Davidson. It goes around him into the right wing corner now. Puck rolling. Spencer trying to get to it for the Bison. And it's sent back down the ice and no icing. Deflected off a Bison player. 2:15 to go in the first period. Campbell sends it into the right wing corner from center. Carabia for Salve. Snaps it across to Sear. Touch to Lippa. Seahawks looking to catch the Bison in the midst of a change. Lippa now ducks the shoulder right side, puts on the brakes, lost the puck. Two Bison converge, puck free for Aruzioni. Chipping it high off the glass into the corner to McLean. Drops it through the legs to Lippa. Spinning in the corner, up to the point, across now Carabia, top of the left wing circle. Has to settle it down to Aruzioni. Lets it go by behind the net for Clapton. Loose in the slot and grabbed by the Bison, but Claire doing a good job harassing Matt Menta there. He couldn't get it out of the zone. Near side, Clapton. Dropped it off to Aruzioni. Wrapped it around the net. Seahawks in the midst of a change here. With 1:25 to go in the first. Budasov carries over the line right side. Has Hill streaking to the net. Budasov trying to deke around. Epp cannot. And the puck now taken back the other way by Mangone. Navigating his way through center. Down the middle with a toe drag that's deflected and poked away. Sent across now. Sennett. Can't win the foot race against TJ Roach, who sends it into the Seahawks zone. Dillon all the way across to Renda. Up the far side. Renda leaves it off for the point. Chipped out to center, taken by Virgili. Numbers here for the Bison, but it rolls off Virgili's stick to Dillon, who sends it back to the Bison zone. Deflected out to neutral ice. Carlson to Spencer with 44 seconds to go in the period. Left side, Virgili. Offer shot right into the glove of Blake Wotala with 39.7 seconds to go in the first period. Offensive zone draw here for the Bison. Crivello and Schmidbauer on the draw, left wing side. 39 seconds to go. One back to Roach, waiting, faking, and he has it knocked away. That was McLean rather, jumping in, and now McLean onside has Schmidbauer to the net with a shot, and it's held by Epp. .5 to go in the first. And the Seahawks now will get an offensive zone draw here in the waning seconds of the period. Layton whispers something to Schmidbauer. Layton in the shooting slot right now. Schmidbauer wins it to the corner. Kidney to try and control it, but it's grabbed by the Bison. Schmidbauer looking to lay a big hit. Pucks to flex in the air, back out to center. Layton snaps it across. Herka trying to swat it forward, and he does with 12 seconds to go in the period. Puck behind the net. Schmidbauer gets the retaliatory hit on Anderson. And then the puck hops into the air right in front of the net and grabbed by Epp. So Schmidbauer repaying Anderson for that late shot on Wotala. 5.2 to go. One last face-off here in the offensive zone before we reach the intermission. Clapton, Moore, McLean, Herka, and Layton. The five out there for Salve. McLean can't get to the puck, and it'll just be skated into the corner by Nate Foster. And that is how the first period will come to an end. Scoreless for a while, but Eric Lippa doing some great work in deep. Able to chip home a shot past Brett Epp. Set up by Aruzioni and Carabia at 16:05. That's all the scoring in the first period. The Seahawks with an 8-5 shot advantage, and they lead 1-0 through one period here at the Abbey. You're watching Commonwealth Coast Conference action between Salve Regina and Nichols. We will take a break while they tend to the ice. Welcome back to the Abbey, getting ready for the start of the second period between Salve Regina and Nichols. Seahawks with the 1-0 lead. Eric Lippa at 16:05 of the first period got the Seahawks on the board. 8-5, Seahawks with the shot advantage. And this game playing out just how we expected. These two teams, it's always a battle when they meet. And the Seahawks took that first period. We'll see how the Bison can respond here in the second. Budasov with the puck behind the net. And will carry it forward, snaps it across to Vincenzo Renda, accelerating over the line right side. Hands off to Budasov, down the middle with a shot. Pad save made by Epp. Puck kept alive at the point. Hill in the slot, gets free with a shot, saved by Epp. Rebound knocked behind the cage. Bison chip it off the glass, but not out. Renda trying to saucer it to Hill. Bouncing puck out to center ice. And Mangone will send it across to himself, over the line, trying to get around Renda. Tied up with him, lost his stick. Renda up to Sennett. Seahawks looking to race 3-on-3. Sennett with a shot, saved by Epp, and the rebound just trickling on the blue paint. His snap back out to center ice. Sear knocked down as Carlson looked to carry it in. Puck in the corner of the Seahawks zone in. Carlson trying to get the angle on Schmidbauer to just place him into the boards. And we have a holding call here. And I think it's coming against Schmidbauer, who can't believe it. So Schmidbauer to the box for the second time tonight, this time for a holding call. And the Bison with a great chance here in the opening minutes of this second period. Their second power play of the night. Justin Perron will take the draw. And he wins it. Up to Spencer. Snaps it wide of Virgili in the slot. Layton grabs the puck, scales it off the glass, down the ice. And Epp will field it behind the net. Chased by Colin Clapton. And left for Spencer. Now Ben Campbell navigating his way forward. Finds Spencer. Chip to Virgili. Challenged by Herka. Puck loose in the corner. Lippa swats it around the boards. Campbell run into by Layton. Puck up to the point. Campbell gets the return pass straight away up top. Right side now. Spencer across. Heron with a shot that's blocked. Perrin keeps it alive. Left side up to the point for a shot and whistled wide off the stick of Spencer. And banked out to center and down the ice. Epp trying to send it quickly back up. Not touched by Davidson. Seahawks want the icing call. They're not going to get it. Back the other way comes Sennett, and he's called offside. 2 calls in a row the Seahawks are not happy about. .102 to go on the power play. And the face-off won by the Seahawks and sent down the ice. Elsewhere in the CCC tonight, Curry defeated Wentworth 4-1. Endicott and UNE are tied 2-2, middle of the second period. And Becker and Western New England tied 0-0. Middle of the second period there as well. 1-0 the score here between Salve and Nichols. The two teams that are on top of the conference right now. Nichols ahead by a single point. If the Seahawks win here tonight, they would leapfrog the Bison into the top spot. Budasov can't send it out. Kept alive with 22 seconds. Anderson faking his shot, blocked off of Renda. Kept alive up to Menta. And it's deflected by Budasov, who thought about streaking shorthanded. Instead, tired legs, just takes it to the near side boards. And we have a penalty coming here. And this one looks like it could be against the Bison. And actually, no, it's going to be against Budasov for slashing. So he goes to the box. 8 seconds left on the Schmidbauer minor. So now it's going to be 5-on-3 for 8 seconds. The Bison trying to get organized. I think they thought that penalty was going to be against them. Virgili came to the bench. I think the Bison for a moment thought it was going to be 4-on-4. Instead, 5-on-3 for 5 seconds here. Left side, Perrin with a shot held by Wotala. And it will be 5-on-4 now for 1:53. Schmidbauer out of the box. Joined by Kidney, Clare, and Sear. Short-handed. Perron, Davidson, Virgili, Campbell, and Spencer, the 5 out there for the Bison. And the draw controlled by the Bison. Campbell will walk it left side. And we'll settle it down at the point. Across right side to Spencer. His shot deflected towards the net and held in the glove by Wotala. .16:39 to go in the second. 1:43 to go on the power play here for the Bison. And effectively, we'll have had 4 minutes of power play time here. Puck to the point. Spencer sends it towards Davidson's corner. And the Seahawks send it down the ice. That's Lippa, who has the lone goal, finding it and golfing it the length. Epp will just leave it behind the net for Campbell. Spencer snaps it cross ice. Wide of Perron. Leighton saucers it back down to Epp. 16:12 to go in the second. 1:13 to go on the power play. Campbell again. Across to Spencer. Cross ice for Perron. This time they connect. Davidson has it run off his stick and then heads up. That one sent into the Bison bench. Herka trying to clear the zone. Clock stops with 15:58 to go in the second. 1:02 now on the power play. On the Budasov slashing minor. Schmidbauer to draw against Crivello. Won by the Bison. Anderson at the left point. Right side to Matt Menta. Crivello. Back to Menta, straight away up top. Across left side. Anderson with the drive. Wotala able to hang on. Bison trying to get some action in front of Wotala. But the Trenton, Michigan goaltender, great job. Able to track the puck. Crivello on the draw. One left side. Pin to the boards was Carlson for a moment. Now he's free in the slot for a shot and a shoulder save made by Wotala. Puck hops in behind the cage. Seahawks trying to find it. 34 seconds. Wraparound chance blocked by Wotala. And then the puck comes free to Clapton. But a hand pass is ruled. And I think the net off its moorings as well. 30 seconds to go on the power play here for the Bison. Crivello will draw against Clapton. And the Seahawks win it, but jumping in to keep it alive are the Bison in deep. Crivello now. Back up to Menta at the point. Walks it forward. Drives it towards the net, and it skits wide. Behind the cage, trying to reach for it is Peter Miko. Able to challenge Renda in the corner. Down to 12 seconds on the power play. Budasov waiting to get out of the box and jump into the action here. Puck trapped in the corner. Dillon trying to find it. And a good job to kill off the final seconds out of the box is Budasov. And here on the near side comes Colin Clapton. Over the line right side. Down the middle with a wrist shot that's blocked. Hops around Budasov. Lippa trying to steer it towards the cage. That's blocked by Menta. And then left behind the net for the Bison to clear. Menta walks it forward. Challenged by Hill. Across to Anderson. Given away to Carabia. Trying to play it up the near side. And it's going to deflect off of Anderson in deep, so no icing here against Salve. Menta trying to chip it forward. Sends it down the right side. Waiting, snapping on the goal, and it's deflected behind the net. And the net is off its moorings as well as Wotala got run into. Asenza had Valaket, a freshman from Winnipeg, crashing the net there as well. Seahawks aren't going to be allowed to make a change here. Wotala trying to plead his case for getting run into after the fact. This faceoff will be the right circle in the Seahawks zone. I'm going to give Wotala a moment here to gather his gear. Carangelo will take the draw for Salve. Even strength, 14-18 to go in the second period. 1-0 Salve with the lead. Face-off loose in the corner, and Asenza will pin it to the boards. Carabia trying to track it down. Now Campbell in the corner will collect it for the Bison. Backhand, spinning it towards the net. Loose in the circle left side. Up to Asenza with a drive. Saved by Wotala. Rebound hops out of his glove. Carabia trying to chip it forward. Deflected back into the Seahawks zone. Kept alive for a moment and then nudged back out to center. Backtracking now is Ben Campbell. Asenza down the middle across to Pondexter. Snaps it towards the goal and it's held by Wotala. Saves on the night now for Blake Wotala, 11 for Brett Epp. The freshman dueling the senior. Face off. Won by the Seahawks, but controlled by the Bison. Davidson jumping in behind the net, trying to swing it around to Menta. Perrin with a drive towards the net, and they score! Oh my goodness, an off-angle shot from Justin Perrin. Pinball wizard, it finds the back of the net. That one looked like it went off the pads of Wotala and then the pipe. And the game is tied. Try and get you the replay on that one. And some chirping as well from the Bison after that. So we start again. 13:20 to go in the second period. Puck luck or not, the Bison have tied the game. Puck loose for Dillon. Spins away from a double team, finds McLean, runs off his skates right to Kidney though. Kidney trying to snap it towards the goal. It goes wide. Renda swings it on the net, looking for a similar off-angle chance. Puck behind the cage now. Bison converge. Schmidbauer trying to rip it away from Crivello from behind. Dillon at the point, sends it in deep once again. Kidney takes it away on the long near side, hops his way into the slot looking for a backhand. Up to the point to Dillon, trying to send it towards the net, and it's blocked by Virgili. Kidney in towards McLean. Had it go off his skates, loose in the slot. Knocked back out to center. Renda swings it up to McLean. And he's tied up with Campbell. Puck hopping its way back out to center ice. Dillon along the near side. McLean steers it into the zone. Epp will leave it behind the net. And it's sent up the boards and around by TJ Roach. This should be icing, and they wave it off. A good battle between Carabia and Mangone. Budasov now up to Brent Hill. That's a double clutch it at his own blue line, and it's deflected into the Bison zone. Back out to Miko. Reaching for it is Davidson, gaining the line left side. Pulls up, feathers it towards the net. Carabia tangled up there. Another off-angle shot held by Wotala. 11:42 to go in the second. Shot off the draw is saved by Wotala. Pitching in, Anderson sends it wide of the pipe right side. Seahawks try to counter, but it's knocked away by the Bison. Back out to center. Foster hands off to Mangone. Trying to get it back to Foster in the slot. Knocked away. Now the Seahawks look to counter. Across to Clapton, over the line left side. With a wrist shot save made by Epp. The officials telling Maruzioni and Mangone to settle down. Herka now being pushed away from Mango, and I think both of them might go to the box. Or maybe it's Leighton. Leighton being escorted to the box, so we're going to have a couple of minors here. Leighton heading to the box, Mangone heading to the box. We'll see if this is 5-on-5 or 4-on-4. And it's going to be 4-on-4 with 11:17 to go in the second. So minors to Leighton and Mangone. So a lot of open space now for both of these teams. Face off won by the Bison in their defensive zone. Up to Nate Foster. Streaking down the left side. Foster swings it on the goal. Saved by Wotala. Rebound collected by Dillon. Banked off the glass to Kidney. Over the blue line. Kidney now. Top of the slot. Wrists it on the goal and a shoulder save made by Epp. Fighting that one off. Menta. Back to Campbell. Back and forth we go. Softly behind the net. Menta gathers it. Bison in the midst of a change as Menta run over in the corner. Puck loose now for Dillon. Dillon up the left side. Tiptoes over the blue line. Snaps it on the goal and it's saved by Epp. And the Seahawks will get an offensive zone draw here with the 4-on-4. Aruzioni on the draw. 1 to Anderson, who gets run over by Aruzioni, drawing some cheering from the Seahawks bench. Here comes Curtis Carlson, accelerating around Sear to the net with a shot that's blocked. Saved by Wotala and then peeled off the paint by Carabia. Sent back to the Seahawks zone, and this will be icing with 56 seconds left of the 4-on-4. Seahawks draw in the offensive zone. Aruzioni to take it against Carlson. And it's won by the Bison. Aruzioni catches up to it right side, though, before the Bison could clear it. Hands off to Sear. Pinching in. Sear now, off angle. Worked his way from the right side to the left. Aruzioni now. Up top, hands off to Carabia. Tied up along the near side boards right in front of the bench. Sennett trying to come free with it. Some fancy stick work there to keep it alive. Aruzioni, top of the left wing circle, sends it towards the net, and it's deflected into the glove of Epp. That one was a flutter puck towards the cage. 27 seconds to go on the 4-on-4. Clapton will draw for Salve against Matt Menta. Actually, it'll be Hogan Davidson. Davidson had the game-winning goal in the CCC semifinals in this building last season to eliminate the Seahawks on the Bison's path to a conference championship. As we said earlier, these two teams met 4 times last season, twice in the regular season, twice in the postseason. Seahawks ended up having the last laugh, knocking off the Bison on their way to the Frozen Four. Back to even strength, well, back to 5-on-5 with 9:06 to go in the second. Game tied 1-1. Herka lost the puck. Miko over the line left side with space for the shot, and it's saved by Wotala. A lot of daylight there for Peter Miko down the left side. 8:50 to go in the second. And an offensive draw coming for the Bison. Perron, who has the goal, will take it against Carangelo. One of the boards. Dillon trying to move it up and out. Patry trying to rake it out of the corner.
Move it! Let's go!
Pinned against the glass. Finally, it comes free for Patry. Sprints up the right side, sends it into the corner. Patry on the net. Save made by Epp. Puck loose behind the cage, out to the left side. Nias flips it end over end out to center. Glove down by Renda. Taken by Nias, sent up the ice. Onside is Perrin. Can't keep it alive at the blue line. Swatted past Mikko. Back to Ian Spencer. Nias along the far boards. Flips it past Renda. Dillon scoops it out to center and sent in deep once again by the Bison. Wotala in the corner, gives it away. Shot towards the net, and Wotala makes the save. And bangs his stick onto the ice, knowing he got away with one there. Crivello, top of the circle, softly plays it towards the net. Wotala trying to grab it. It went past his glove hand. Loose behind the net now. And a 5-person scrum. And trying to clear it out of the zone was Carangelo. He sends it into the protective netting and out of play. So the Bison will get an offensive zone draw with 7:35 to go in the second period. In a 1-1 game. 7:35 to go in the second. 14-14 is the shot totals. No surprise, we're even on the scoreboard as well. Off the draw, shot deflected. Rolling towards the net, loose in the blue. Payne and hops past the skate of Wotala. Wide of the pipe and into the corner. Seahawks look to carry it out. Out to center. Campbell there to knock it away. Menta trying to send it back. Menta now up the right side. Pulls up for a shot. Save made by Wotala. Juicy rebound into the corner. Campbell back to Menta behind the net. Steered towards the front. Knocked away. Menta keeps it alive. Schmidbauer trying to wrap it around the boards. Left side, Roach. Sauces it in deep. Now to the left wing corner. Pondexter sends it towards the net. Loose behind. Kept alive by Mangone. Skates it straight away to the right side. Snaps it into the corner. And up to the point now. Roach with a drive. That one's deflected wide into the corner. Mangone to take it away. Mangone trying to work his way into the high slot. Campbell pinching in. Will skate it wide right side, trying to turn the corner on Moore. Dillon comes to challenge as well, and Moore will just softly chip it up the ice. And not deep enough for icing. Seahawks will try and get a change here on the fly. And they do. 6:13 to go in the second. Sear chase behind the cage, now out to the right side. Puck finds Schmidbauer, he steers it forward, and this could be icing, and it is. .6:03 to go in the second period. Offensive zone draw for the Bison. Face-off won by the Seahawks. Carabia sends it up the ice. Turning is Evan Nias behind the net, taken away by McLean. McLean and Sear in the corner. McLean behind the net. Double team comes there. Schmidbauer coming to help as well. Kidney sends it on the net, saved by Epp, and then he grabs the rebound as it came off his pads with McLean in front. And the Bison have doubled up the Seahawks in the faceoff circle. 26-13 is the advantage for the Bison. Seahawks win this draw. Claire able to get it to Layton, who snaps it across the ice. Sennett pinned to the boards, lost the puck. Here comes Hogan Davidson. Davidson softly chips it into the corner. Puck rolling towards Layton. Able to steer it around the boards to Brent Hill. Brent Hill Tied up at his own blue line. Davidson along with Perrin. And the puck, I think, touched a Bison player, or this is offsides. Thought it might have touched a Bison player who was leaning over the bench. Faceoff will be just outside of the Seahawks zone, near side. Controlled by the Seahawks. Flip forward, given away to Roach at center. And he sends it in deep. Wotala will leave it behind the net for Dillon. Virgili there to challenge. Hops it into the air. Now back behind the net to the right side. Budasov gobbles it up for Salve. Can't connect with Hill. Back down the ice, and this will be icing again. 4:54 to go in the second. And with all these icings, the game is slowed down here. Sear. Make that Budasov and Carlson on the draw. Won by the Bison. Crivello trying to angle off Renda. Side of the cage. Throws it on the net. Wotala will pounce on the rebound. Stopping the clock again with 4:41 to go in the second. I'm going to make Mangone head back to the bench. I think the official is saying he had a bunch of guys coming on and off and some indecision, having like 5 guys try and decide who was going to be the 5th guy out there, and they're going to send Mangone back to the bench. Puck loose in the slot on a one-time chance. It was sent wide off the stick of Menta, camping out in front. And he tries to send it towards the net once again, deflected out of play. Faceoff will be at the right circle in the Seahawks zone. We had end-to-end constant action during that 4-on-4, and then since then, things have slowed down dramatically. Campbell pinching in to grab the loose puck. Chips it into the corner, wide of Menta. Behind the net, taken by the Seahawks. Aruzioni fans on the outlet. Puck rolling towards the net, and Wotala will cover it up. And then Mangone shoving Lipa. Let me get that Sear down the ice after the play. No retaliation. I'm sure just a mental note from Nick Sear. One of the Seahawks captains, Schmidbauer, Sear, and Claire. Evan Schmidbauer, in his 5th season with the team, sat out virtually all of last season, only played in 1 game after getting hurt in the 2nd game of the season, very early on. Doing some grad work and able to get the 5th year. Schmidbauer now behind the net, trying to wedge it on the net. Had it knocked away, loose in the high slot, angled out to center. Mangone tied up with Herka. Here comes Menta, knocked down to the ice as well, and a delayed penalty coming here. And an interference call. I think this is going to be against Layton, tying up Menta. Oh, they're going to get it on Herka. Knocking over Mangone, back out at center. So now the 4th power play of the game for the Bison. Comes with 3:55 to go in the second period and a chance for them to get their first lead after trailing 1-0. Davidson and Clapton will be on the draw. Right side for the Bison. Won by the Bison. Up top to Spencer, across to Campbell. Snaps it into the corner left side. Perrin trying to steer it towards Davidson on the doorstep right in front of Wotala. Puck loose in the corner now. Dillon can't move it out. Steered in stride to Clapton, and Clapton's going to streak up the ice shorthanded. Clapton trying to deke around. Campbell is denied, but Lipa grabs the loose puck. Snaps it across to Clapton. Wide of him, angled back out to center, and backtracking now is Dillon. And Dillon's just going to flip it end over end. Back to the Bison zone Left by Epp behind the cage for Campbell. 40 seconds gone on the power play for the Bison. Renda looking around, sees Virgili chasing him. The two of them collide in deep. Puck controlled by the Bison. Right circle. Shot played in front. Score! Davidson there to chip it in on the back door. And the Bison take the lead. No one picked up Hogan Davidson. And Nichols leads 2-1 here in the second period. 2 unanswered goals. We'll get a look at the replay. Puck in the corner, and then Davidson, who was up top, just sneaks in behind the defense. Bison lead 2-1. And they convert on the power play. Puck moved around the boards, left side. Pondexter scales it off the glass, ricochets into the right wing corner. Behind the net with 2:41 to go. Asenza loses it in the corner. Eruzione softly chips it across, away from Lippa. Clapton, though, trying to chip it to himself. Roach knocks it away from Clapton. Asenza at center. Has it run off his stick. Sear trying to steer it back out to center and does. Schmidbauer tied up with Asenza. Able to grab the loose puck. Schmidbauer now down the middle. Fakes the shot, takes it wide left side. Fans trying to drive it towards the net. Collects his own rebound, though. Dancing his way, trying to snap it towards the net, and it's deflected high and out of play. Seahawks will get an offensive zone draw with 2:01 to go in the second. Schmidbauer, Sennett, Hill, Herka, and Layton, the 5 out there for Salve. Schmidbauer will take the draw against Curtis Carlson. Left wing side. Won by the Seahawks. Herka across to Layton into the slot. Hill with a shot. Saved made by Epp. Rebound punch towards the cage. Still loose. Epp can't find it in the glove. It's moving in a scrum into the corner. And then finally controlled by the Bison. And a 3-on-2 break here for the Bison if they hurry. Carlson right side with a wrist shot that goes wide. Rebound collected by Hill. Seahawks now look to counter with numbers. Hill's pass deflected by Virgili. Chased by Layton in deep. And the puck left for Hill. Hill to Carangelo left side. His shot can't get off because of a great job there by Crivello. And then a play towards the net, but Epp can't get to the rebound. Campbell snaps it towards Crivello. Knifed away from him by Herka. Kept alive, though, by the Bison. Crivello, off-angle shot, deflected right into the glove of Wotala with 1:08 to go in the second. And the pace picking up here towards the tail end of this period. And we said it before, when these two teams face each other, it's like a fight. Heavyweight battle, and you can see the teams, there's just little jab, little jab, little jab, and then when one sees an opening, they throw a haymaker, and then it leaves the other side open to try and counter quickly. Puck's deflects, and it stays in the zone. In deep, Eruzione now walking around to the cage right side. Trying to turn the corner. Eruzione trying to dance his way towards the net. Shot played in front and blocked. And taken by the Bison. Menta angles it off the glass. Foster collects, snaps it on the goal, and it's wide of the glove of Wotala. Hustling in is Roach to keep it alive right side. 35 seconds to go. Renda now weaving his way through center. Across to Lippa. Flips it towards the cage, and Lippa gets upended on the far side by Mangone, drawing some cheers from the Bison bench. Mangone now drives it around the boards with 16 seconds to go in the period. Shot towards the cage is held by from Perron by Wotala. 12.6 to go. 12.6 to go. Draw one. Shot towards the goal is blocked. Peter Miko right off the draw, sending it in on Wotala. Giving away to Davidson, right side. Davidson shooting. Save made by Wotala from point-blank range. And time expires on the second period. My goodness. 40 minutes in the books here at the Abbey. The Bison trailed 1-0 coming into the period. Peter Miko is credited for the moment with the goal that tied the game. It was him and Justin Perron. It was an off-angle shot that Perron had. Miko may have been the one to deflect it. That tied it at 6:33, and then at 16:57 on the power play, it's Perron who does put it home. Excuse me, it was Davidson who chipped it past Wotala. Bison lead 2-1. We make the turn for home. We will take a break while they tend to the ice and be back with the call of the third period. Nichols leading Salve Regina 2-1. You're watching Commonwealth Coast Conference action here on the Salve Athletics Network. We'll be back. Welcome back to the Abbey. Start of the third period between Salve Regina and Nichols. The Bison leading 2-1 here in the first meeting this season between these two teams. At the top of the CCC standings currently, the Bison trying to add to their lead. They lead by a single point. Right side for a shot is deflected high, not out of play. That one maybe an inch away from the ceiling, kept alive. Dillon swings it towards the net. Brent Hill behind the cage, can't get to it, and Roach will move it around the boards. And now Mangone trying to split the defense straight down the middle. Mangone swings it on the net. Wotala makes the save. And into the corner, Menta will track it down. Andrew Pizzelli bringing you the call here from the Abbey. Heads up, that one into the Seahawks bench. Reaching up for it was Ulysses Lawler. The goalies at either end of the bench, involved in the action, not just at the doors, but having to watch for errant pucks as well. Here comes Kyle Moore. Swings it on the backhand in deep. Schmidbauer trying to rip it away from Ian Spencer in deep. Seahawks led 1-0 in this game. Eric Lippa, the lone goal for the Seahawks, but 2 unanswered by the Bison to take the lead. Spencer corrals it, sends it around the boards behind the net. Sear up the left side. Kidney couldn't handle it. Sent up the ice again, and this one's spinning on edge. No icing, says the linesman Deegan. Spencer up to Davidson. Crivello tied up with Kidney. Clapton comes over the puck, softly across now. Layton accelerating wide right side, will take it into the corner. All the way around behind the net now, tangled up with Davidson. Aruzioni stashes it to the point. Herka left side, trying to swing it on the net, and it's blocked by Davidson. He's been all over the place tonight, as usual. Lippa down the middle, trying to swing it into the corner and gives it away to Justin Perron. TJ Roach carries it up, sends it around the boards left side, and this is icing against the Bison. $17:52 to go in the third. Now, one part of this game that's really going to start to take hold as the faceoff is won by the Seahawks, played into the corner, as the Bison have really controlled the faceoff circle. And that's going to be key here in this third period as they try to hold on to this lead. Puck rolling back into the Seahawks zone. Dillon sends it across to Renda. Quickly up the ice. Hill trying to carry it wide right side. Sennett keeps it alive, sends it into Hill's corner. McLean now behind the net. Pondexter has his pass deflected. Now he looks to try and split Renda and Dillon. Puck into the corner. Sennett can't clear it. Sennett knifes it out to center, but loses a stick and then kicks it into the offensive zone. And will come to the bench for a change. Strong boot there by George Sennett. Anderson softly plays it into the corner. Bison trying to set up the attack here. Puck in the corner. Crivello sends it around to the left side. Sear grabs it for Salve. Around McLean now. Moore up the right side, trying to duck around a man. Moore, right side, swats it towards the cage. Behind the net, Carangelo trying to center it in front. Settles it down the top of the circle, left side. Hands off to Carabia. Carabia trying to play it in front, and it's saved by Epp. And denied in front was Patry. Nias, right side, on the counter, has the shot blocked. Quickly back to Kyle Moore. Seahawks looking to streak back up the ice again, and Moore flips it end over end into the corner. Epp out to field it. Patry chasing off after it into the left side corner. 1-on-2 he works. Comes free into the slot. Carried out by Nate Foster. Out to Mangone. Trying to get around Herka. Bounces one into the left wing corner. Layton trying to swing it up the boards. Pinching in is Campbell. Lippa and Clapton collide. Now a shot towards the net. And a glove save made by Wotala off the stick of Ben Campbell. Bison will get the offensive zone draw. Left side. It'll be Clapton to take it against Crivello. One by the Bison. Virgili up to Campbell. Back to Virgili. Left side. Deep into the corner. Crivello tied up. McLean trying to rip it free and deep. Chipped off the glass. Out to center. Lippa able to duck around Campbell and get to it. Pulls up. Puts on the brakes right side. Throws it towards the cage and right into the glove of Epp. $15:27 to go in the third period. 15 saves on the night for Epp. 19 for Blake Wotala. Sennett off the turned over puck, sends it wide of the net. And now Campbell. Make this Crivello actually trying to chip it out. Sends it straight up into the air and into the ceiling. Low roof here at the Abbey, and you see a lot of teams that are used to playing with higher ceilings trying to clear the puck. Send it right into the stanchions. Offensive zone draw for Salve, left wing side, and it's won by the Bison. Anderson turns in the corner, runs into a double team, turns it over. Dillon's one-timer goes well wide. Sennett racing over, though, to win the loose puck. Finds Hill. And he's angled off the puck. Sennett again, though, with one hand able to deflect it. Hill keeps it alive. Softly chips it behind the net. Spencer looking around for an outlet. Can't get it to Davidson. Dillon at the point, hands off. Brent Hill back to Dillon, trying to get it back to Hill at the top of the slot, and it's deflected by who else? Davidson back out to center ice. Renda flips it in on the goal, and Epp will let it bounce in behind the net. Left side, Dillon to keep it alive at the point. Sends it around behind the net. Wide of Kidney. And we have a penalty coming here. A checking call. Which way is this one going? And it looks like it's going to be against the Bison. Lucas Anderson heads to the box. 14:27 to go in the third period. And the Seahawks will get their second power play of the night as they look to tie this game. They're 0 for 1 so far. Schmidbauer racing over to keep the puck alive. All the way across now, McLean, top of the circle. Left side, sends it on the goal, and Aruzioni couldn't tip it home. Menta tied up with Schmidbauer. Sent out to center ice. Sear gloves it down. Seahawks will reset here. Walked in by McLean. Hands off to Dillon. Dillon now works his way into the slot. His pass in deep, deflected. Roach can't clear the zone. Sear keeps it alive. Dillon, wide right side. Up top to Sear, walks it across, fakes the shot, back to Dillon, across to McLean, top of the left wing circle. Aruzioni off to the side, plays it in front. Schmidbauer scores! Evan Schmidbauer on the doorstep, finds the loose puck with one hand tied up, able to force it on the net, flip it past Brett up, and we're tied at 2. Very similar to how Lippa scored in the first period. Seahawks not afraid to get their noses dirty. A lot of action in front. Lippa scored on a tipped-in shot that was blocked and saved in front. And Schmidbauer on the power play knots things up. 13:34 to go. Kyle Moore sends it to Carangelo, who tries to center it. Behind the net, falling down. He's able to get it to Moore. Up to the point, Leighton right side. Waiting, shooting, and it goes well wide. Puck hopping on edge to Carangelo. Left wing corner behind the net. Moore trying to get it to Patry in front. Knocked away by Crivello. And he will circle back And now carry it forward in space. Up to Carlson, catching the Seahawks in a change. Carlson fakes, shoots, and it's saved by Wotala. Now here comes Clapton. Seahawks trying to counter. Right side, his wrister off the glove of Epp. Ricocheting back out to center. Here comes Renda now. And I don't think Aruzioni got a piece of that. They're going to say he did, though, so no icing. Perrin. Up the near side. Plays it wide into the right side corner. Perrin chips it in front and it hops up on Wotala. Another crazy bounce. I think Justin Perrin's got some sort of magnet on the puck. Anytime he touches it, it finds a way to get on the net, even if he's behind the cage. That time just a casual little swipe. That one took a weird bounce off the ice. Luckily, Wotala was ready for it. Carabia. Can't move it out. Roach at the right point for the Bison. Menta sends it towards the cage, tipped on the net, and Wotala down to make the save. That was Nate Foster trying to tip that 1-5 hole. Mangone trying to bank it to himself, cannot. Run over by McLean, who keeps it alive in the corner. And the puck will roll in on the net, and Brett Epp says, let's slow this all down right now. He freezes it with 12:01 to go in regulation. Schmidbauer and Crivello on the draw. One by the Bison. Virgili. Anderson has his pass deflected. It'll roll back into the Bison zone. Clean field for Ian Spencer. Spencer caught by Schmidbauer. Plays it around to the left side. Dylan. Now Schmidbauer keeps it alive. Kyle Moore trying to get to in the right wing corner. Deflects out to center. It gets past Herka in a foot race now. Carlson chasing behind him. The two of them get tied up along the boards. Kidney will swat it towards Layton, who pokes it out to center with one hand. Virgili fired it around the boards. Wotala will touch it and leave it behind the net for Renda. Deflected by Crivello. Now Layton moves it around the right side. Lippa will carry it through center for the Seahawks. Can't dump it in deep. Grabbed by Roach. And we have a whistle coming here. A stick on the ice. That's Lippa's stick. And a slashing call going against the Bison. And it's Curtis Carlson heading to the box. Seahawks with their second power play now of the period. Third of the game overall. They're 1 for 2. They just cashed in to tie the game. Now looking to retake the lead. Schmidbauer, who had the goal, will be on the draw here against Hogan Davidson. And it's controlled by Salve. Aruzioni behind the net. Out to the right side, Dylan up top. Sear fakes the one-timer. McLean with a drive, and he scores! 11 seconds into the power play, and the Seahawks take the lead. John McLean. And that shot was a rocket. A Johnny Rocket from the left side. Right here, Sear fakes the drive across McLean, and that one just sniped to the back of the net. Back and forth we go here in this game. Bison scored 2 unanswered to take the lead. Seahawks have responded with 2 here in the third, and they lead 3-2. Almost midway through. 10:36 to go in regulation. Down with a shot. Save made by Epp. Down with the right pad. Kyle Moore intercepts a pass at center, flips it around the boards. Epp will touch it behind the net. Mangone darting down the middle. Whatever shot, save made by Wotala, and he covers up the rebound. And now some pushing and shoving as Nate Foster got knocked down by George Sennett. Bison will have an offensive draw here. Crivello to take it against McLean. A whistle on the draw. And they're going to make them drop it again. McLean and Crivello, and it's won by the Bison. Spencer in a crowd sends it towards the net. And the official got a stick up high in that sequence there. Here comes Sennett. Snaps it towards the goal, and it's right into the glove of Epp. The linesman Fagan took a stick right under the eye in that little scrum there off the draw. He seems to be okay. And it generally takes a lot for an official to not be able to continue a game, as it does the players as well. Off the draw, Sennett falling down to one knee, banks it behind the cage. Hill recovers it in the right side corner, trying to get it to McLean in deep. Puck directs out to center for Dylan Carabia. Backtracking for Salve, now sending it forward off the skate of Nias. And in behind the net. 9:36 to go in the third. Crivello out to Hogan Davidson. Tipped forward by Pondexter, and Wotala kind of ranging out of the crease covers it up. $9:28 to go in the third. Seahawks trying to leapfrog the Bison in the conference standings. Off the draw, Campbell's shot deflected wide to the left side. Dylan in deep with the puck. Finds Clapton. Campbell there to knock it away. Banked out to center and down the ice, and this is going to be icing against Salve. Davidson, Perron, Miko, Campbell, and Roach. The five out there for the Bison. Aruzioni, Lippa, Clapton, Renda, and Carabia. The five for Salve. And it'll be Clapton and Davidson on the draw. One by the Bison. Right off the draw, it's sent on the net, and Wotala hangs on. Spinning and shooting was Peter Miko, a freshman from the Czech Republic. Offensive draw once again for Nichols. Schmidbauer and Davidson. Davidson wanting to get Schmidbauer tossed. They're just going to drop it again. Controlled by the Seahawks. Caught in the skates of Moore. Able to swing it now out to center. Dylan had it pinball around for a moment. Now able to gather it left side. Trying to backhand it on the net. It comes to Schmidbauer in deep. Battling 1-on-3. Trying to muscle it on the cage. Taken back by the Bison. Saucered across. Glove down by Dylan. Good job there to keep it away from Miko. Perron trying to move it up the ice, runs into the linesman, and now the puck will bounce back to the Bison zone. Campbell will reset the rush here for the Bison. Rolls it out to center. Davidson, chip to Perron, wide of him. Herka grabs it in the Seahawks zone and will retreat behind Blake Wotala. Sennett. Cross ice for Aruzioni. Over the line right side. Snaps it towards the net. Well wide. Hill collects it along the boards. Looking to turn and play it in deep. And now chases after Matt Menta. Ian Spencer. Into space. Leighton with it for Salve. Cross ice. Sennett will gather it and gain the line. Left side. Sennett with a wrist shot. Save made by Epp. Both teams will make changes here with 7:48 to go in the third. Salve leading 3-2. In this game, living up to the hype, Dillon off the draw, sends it wide. We've had a little bit of everything here in this game, just as we'd expect. Two of the best teams in the conference, and two of the top teams in the nation as well. And the Bison haven't been getting as much attention in the polls as the Seahawks have, but it didn't matter to them last year, and it's not going to matter to them this year. Parker Burgess always finds a way, now in his fourth season, to put together a tough-nosed team. Shot from the point, held by Wotala off the stick of Ben Campbell. $7:10 to go in the third. Schmidbauer will draw against Crivello. And now they toss Schmidbauer, so Kyle Moore will come in to take the draw. Offensive end for the Bison. One by Nichols. Across to Campbell, one-timer, whistles wide. Left side, Bison trying to keep it in, and it's going to roll out to center. Carlson will reset across to Campbell. He fires it around the boards. Hopping away from Motala. Left side, Virgili. Run into, and the puck flipped end over end, bouncing down the ice. No icing. Campbell chased by Kyle Moore. Circling around behind the net. Moore falls down. Campbell keeps on going. Flips it out to center. Renda there to knock it away. Wide of the reach of Schmidbauer, who has to get back on side. Able to grab it here and send it in on the net. Epp has to glove it down and leave it for Campbell. 6:28 to go in regulation. Seahawks leading 3-2. And Campbell, pause here. I think both sides wanted to catch their breath for a moment. Virgili moves it behind the net. Herka looks to carry it up the near side. Run into. Sennett tips it forward. Given away to Ian Spencer. Nudged off the puck. Sennett can't get it. And it's going to find its way back to Leighton. Now Herka defensively for Salve. Snaps it up the ice. Can't connect with John McLean. And this is icing here against Salve with 5:56 to play. Elsewhere in the conference, Endicott leading UNE. They're going to win that game 7-3. 2:14 to go in the third. Becker leading Western New England 3-1. And Curry already defeating Wentworth 4-1 in the early game. 3-2 Salve here. Late stages of the third period. Shot played in front from Davidson. Knocked away. Kept alive. Tipped in front by Miko. McLean grabs the loose puck in the corner and can't clear it. McLean tips it to himself. Across the ice now. Back to McLean with a one-timer. Save made by Epp. Here comes the counter from the Bison. Spencer down the right side. Fakes the shot, and Hill rips it away from behind. Looking to turn and go is Hill. Has it knifed away from his stick. Sennett backhands it towards Sear. Chased by Hogan Davidson, who as always has been a harassing force here in this game. Aruzioni spinning over the blue line left side. Knocked away and taken by TJ Roach. Puck nearly turned over. Loose for Menta. And then given away. Aruzioni in the slot. Fakes. Can't get the shot away because Roach was there to poke it. Over to a Sear right side. Top of the circle. Now Aruzioni trying to get it over to Carabia. And the Seahawks will have to slow this down. Aruzioni was all alone in front, just couldn't settle the puck, and a good reach by TJ Roach to prevent him from getting a shot away. And he had the net squared up perfectly. And the Bison iced the puck, but they'll take that. .426 to play in the third. Schmidbauer draws against Davidson. Left wing side. Puck caught in the circle. Campbell comes away with it. Skates in front of the goal and has it poked away by Schmidbauer. Dangerous play there. Puck loose in the corner. Sent up the ice, out to center and given away to Vincenzo Renda. He sails it into the corner. Roach behind the net. Will grab it for the Bison. Again, back out to center and right to Renda. Kidney flipped it end over end, bouncing into the corner. Roach up to Menta. Straight away at center, now left side. Challenged by Renda, trying to duck the shoulder. Renda knocks him down, takes the puck away, and able to outlet Sean Patry. Seahawks looking to streak up the ice with numbers. Patry over the blue line right side, chips it towards the goal, and it's held into the glove by Brett Epp. 3:38 to go in the third. Can the Seahawks hold on? McLean on the draw, wins it back to Layton, snaps it towards the goal and into the glove of Epp. McLean will draw again against Crivello. McLean trying to jump in and win it, controlled by the Bison. Sennett racing over to deflect it, but taken by Campbell. Now Carlson. Carlson with space down the middle, and it's poked free from him. Virgili almost able to get a hand on it. McLean trying to chip it off the glass, but can't get it out. Carlson tied up in the corner. And we have a penalty coming here. Virgili was tied up along the near side, went down to the ice. Let's see who they're sending to the box here. It looks like it could be Carangelo, or it's going to be Hill. So with 3:11 to go in the third, the Bison will go on the power play, trailing by 1. They took the lead on the power play in the second period. Hogan Davidson tipping it home on the back door. Seahawks with 2 power play goals of their own to retake the lead. But a big moment here now. And you suspect that if the Seahawks can kill off this penalty, we would see Brett Epp pulled by the Bison. But a long way to go before we get to that. Menta has his shot blocked up top. It comes to Lippa. He flipped it out to center. Glove down by Menta. Across to Crivello, over the line. Seahawks flash a double team behind the net. Anderson tied up with Sear. 2 of them battling. Carlson gets the puck, moves it left side to Miko. Up to the point to Menta, across to the right side, Crivello, top of the circle. Lippa there to poke it away. Crivello keeps it alive, walks it into the corner. Crivello trying to dance his way in front with a shot. Deflected behind the net to Carabia, trying to smash around the boards. Fans on the shot. Caught behind the net now into the corner. Carabia 1-on-3. Taken by Crivello. Up top to Menta with space with a shot, and it's held by Wotala up high. 1:15 to go on the power play, 2:25 to go in regulation. And we're going to get a timeout called here by Parker Burgess. We'll take it as well. 2:25 to go in the third period. Bison on the power play, looking to tie this game up. We'll be back. Welcome back to the Abbey. Andrew Pizzelli here bringing you the call. 2:25 to go in regulation, and the net is empty for the Bison with 1:15 to go on the power play. So Parker Burgess wanting to roll the dice here and skate 6-on-4 with an empty net to try and tie the game. Menta at the point right side, across for a one-timer from Spencer that goes wide. Collected and fired into the Seahawks bench on a backhand. Heads up, Zach Klon doing a good job to duck out of that one. Kidney just trying to clear the zone. A little bit of friendly fire. And that's the risk here. You pull the goalie on the power play. Seahawks can just fire it down the ice with no fear of icing it. We saw Curry do this a lot. Face-off controlled by the Bison, though. Menta up top. Snaps it towards the goal, and it's blocked. And I'm sure because of the way they've won face-offs, head coach Parker Burgess has a lot of faith in his team to not give up the puck. Shot from the left side is blocked and then sent down the ice on a hop by Clapton. 43 seconds to go. Net empty for the Bison here on a power play. I'm sure if we get back to even strength, they will get Epp into the net. Potentially. Davidson left side. Snaps it on the goal and Wotala hangs on. 31 seconds to go on the power play. Offensive zone draw for the Bison. Crivello left side against John McLean. Won by the Bison. Left side, Spencer. Across the Menta. Spencer. Right side, Crivello. Waiting. Across to the left side. Carlson camping out there trying to get the back door. Carlson now top of the left wing circle. Waiting. Up top to the point, Spencer. Back to Carlson, left wing side. Sends it back to Spencer. Walks it in. Right side. For a one-timer from Menta that's blocked by Kidney. Back to even strength. Net empty. Lipa trying to get to the net. Grabs the loose puck in the corner. Net empty. Final minute, third period. Hogan Davidson up the right side. Trying to get around Carabia. Davidson in behind the net. Sends it across. Up to Roach. Top of the circle right side. Crivello fakes the shot and then has it poked away by Lipa. Kept alive though by Crivello. Davidson down the right side. In the circle. Up to Menta. Top of the right wing circle. Faking. Shooting and it's blocked by Clapton. 34 seconds to go. Seahawks trying to clear the zone but they can't. Carlson in deep. Off to Crivello. Space right side. Into the slot and Roach. Fans on the one-timer. Steers it in behind the net. Sear 1-on-2 trying to get the puck. Sear pins it to the boards. Puck still trapped in the corner with 13 seconds. Sent around the boards, skipping to the left side. Kept alive by Roach. Up top to Menta with 7. His shot blocked. Grabbed by Clapton. He will send it down the ice towards the open net. It's going to miss the net. And the Bison aren't going to get to it to draw the icing call. And the Seahawks hang on to defeat the Bison 3-2. And then some jawing after the fact. But the Seahawks hang on for the 3-2 victory. And they leapfrog the Bison in the conference standings. The Bison want the icing call. Head coach Parker Burgess is arguing for it. There was around 2 seconds left when it got down the ice, but the linesman, I think, was waiting to see if the Bison were going to go after the puck, and with them so far away, nobody really hustling to that puck. I mean, it was a long way to go. But the game comes to an end, and this one lived up to the billing. An exciting game from the start. The Seahawks led 1-0, and then the Bison scored 2 unanswered in the second period to lead 2-1. And the Seahawks on the power play, scoring very quickly into both opportunities in the third period. Schmidbauer and McLean give the Seahawks the lead, and then the defense, Blake Wotala, helps the Seahawks hang on at the end. He makes 28 saves tonight to pick up another victory. He'll improve to 7-1-1 in the net. Brett Epp, freshman, looked good as well. He made 23 saves on the night, gives up the 3 goals. and had to watch about the final 2 minutes and 30 seconds from the bench. The Bison had their chance. They had a power play and they had a 6-on-4 opportunity. The Seahawks able to hang on. They improve to 8-1-1 overall, 6-1-1 in the conference. They jump a point ahead of the Bison, who now fall to 6-4-0 on the season and 6-2 in the CCC. Next up for Salve Regina, they won't be back home until 2019. In the meantime, though, they will take a trip to go play Adrian, a weekend series on December 7th and 8th. Those are two big non-conference games with a lot of national ranking implications. And then the Seahawks start 2019 on the road at a tournament in Oswego. They won't be back here in the Abbey until January 11th when they play Morrisville at 7:35. So a great way for the Seahawks to close out the home schedule in the first semester with a 3-2 conference win against rival Nichols College. I'd like to thank our entire staff and production crew, Logan Marsh, Grace Murphy helping to provide live statistics here tonight, Brett Wilkes providing some pictures from around the rink that will be online later tonight. Our cameraman has been Ryan Chambers. I'd like to thank you all for joining and listening with us here tonight. Once again, Salve Regina defeats Nichols College 3-2. I am Andy Pizzelli. Have a good night, everyone.